So he'll be through nice and cleanly. Next up is Hodgson.
Yeah, Hodgson was probably going to catch him at the bottom of Crane Incursion to the old airpin, just where you want to be carrying as much speed as possible to get up the hill. So it's going to really hold up Neil.
Oh, I think he's probably going to get him right, actually. He's going to go around the outside, yeah, but it still runs him wide, doesn't it? Look at Hizzy, he carries all the speed, and Hizzy looked at the inside there. Wow, he's tripped him! He's tripped him! So Hizzy, he was carrying all that speed you were talking about down the hill. He couldn't scrub the speed off, and he ran straight into the back of Hodgson, which took him out onto the dirt. I'll tell you what, very lucky to save that.
Yeah, very lucky. I think he's going to be a pretty angry guy. This was looking for a good result for him, and it's back marker that's caused the problem again.
Well, it was a back marker that caused the problem, of course, but I think that, like Hodgson was obviously a little bit off the throttle down the hill underneath the back marker. Hizzy carried all that speed you were talking about there, Scott, down the hill and just couldn't scrub it off in time and whacked the rear end of Hodgson. Hodgson looked round straight away, but really, that's done Steve Hislop's challenge for this podium anyway, and elevates again. Talk about the pendulum swings as far as luck is concerned in this race. Reynolds is on the podium, whatever happens. Well,
whatever happens, but yeah, Reynolds got lucky in that one, so he's definitely in with a shout of second place, but I think Walker's away with it now.
Yellow flag out there at the Melbourne Loop. Blue flag being waved to the back markers, but Chris Walker, the man who blew it literally in race 1, is well away at the front of this field. He is going to surely, barring another engine explosion, take this win, the second win today. Number 12 comes into view. That's Paul Jones. So Paul Jones on the Temple City Direct Yamaha.
Reynolds isn't that close to Hodgson, so maybe Hodgson still can get off after him.
Sorry, Scott. Goddard is out there. So Pete Goddard, a very unhappy ex-World Superbike man, finds himself talking to Graham Young there in pit lane. Big trouble for him. Meanwhile,
2.2 seconds the gap from Walker to Hodgson, so I think Walker's going to be away with this. He just needs to relax.
If Walker can walk it, I have to get these corny little jokes in, don't I, really?
Yeah, Hodgson can't afford to back off, though, because Reynolds is there.
Yeah, well, that's the big one at the moment, whether Hodgson hangs on to second place. Through goes 12, the privateer Paul Jones, being chased by Hodgson. Now, if Hodgson gets tripped by the privateer, that could be a major problem for him, because Reynolds will keep the pace up. Reynolds never gives up. It's like one of those little terriers that you chuck the bone at, for want of a better analogy. Sorry, John. Down into the S's.
Is Hodgson
Hodgson's gone through. Yeah. But it's still not going to be a fast lap time.
So Reynolds managed to get held up a little bit by him, but I don't think it's that bad. Do you hear it? It sounded like smacking it through the gears.
Smacking it through the gears, indeed. Really right on the rev limit, right there. Oh, Hodgson now sideways on. I tell you what, Reynolds is with him.
Yeah, see the speed that Reynolds carries in the middle of the Melbourne Loop.
Oh, and he's on it as well. He has absolutely got his weight transfer all over the place, hasn't he, John Reynolds? He's just absolutely, he looks as one with that motorcycle. Out of all these top riders, Hizzy on the Yamaha and Reynolds on that Ducati, to me, look absolutely like they're as one with it.
Yeah, Reynolds struggled a little bit last year. He won races, but I think the Michelin tyres didn't suit him that much. Now he's on Dunlop this year, and you can see the improvement in him.
Well, all the guys are on Dunlops this year, of course, so it's made it a lot better as far as the series. It's not actually a controlled tyre, but it's as good as if they're all running the same rubber. 2 laps to go, less than a lap and a half to go in actual fact. This is the second place man, number 4. Neil Hodgson, still leading. Here's Chris Stalker Walker, looking for his first win of the series, remember. Walker, the much fancied man at the beginning of the year. Everybody's money was on Walker to walk away with this one. My money was on this man, Neil Hodgson, for the second year running. Neil, I have to remind you.
I'm a little bit more frugal with my money, and I've seen these guys race before, and I don't think I want to make any bets just yet.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I had a good bet as well, it would have been on John Reynolds, but Reynolds came out the box this year, absolutely going for it. 35 comes to Dave Redgate again, down towards the S's braking area. Redgate playing no part in the race between these two for second place. I'll tell you what, are they closing Walker down?
I think Walker's got, well, second in hand, so he can afford to back off a little bit and just control that gap.
Just take a look at this, though. Yeah, they have got a second. Control there, I think, was a word that I wouldn't have used for Chris, but of course...
oh, it is. It's beautifully controlled.
It is beautifully controlled, you're right. At Goddard's, flaming into Goddard's again. I think that flame gets longer.
His lap ball's about to tell him exactly what the gap is back to second place, so he knows just what time he needs to do. He's got a lap count on the bike, he knows what lap time he's just done. His pit bull would have shown him how far back he is to Neil Hodgson. He just has to control that.
Brett Sampson is the next privateer in Chris Walker's sights, while the man for second place is nowhere near sorted out just yet. These two really are at it at the moment. Hodgson knows what Reynolds is like, and Reynolds will try and make a pass on Hodgson in the closing stages, if he at all can.
And give them something else to talk about during the week.
Yeah, certainly give us something to interview them both about. Oh, look at Reynolds. He really did carry the speed down through the old hairpin there, onto Swanscurve now, out towards McLean's.
Will Hodgson leave his typical gap at McLean's?
I think he's not close enough, is he, really?
Actually, I don't think it was so much he left a gap, more that Walker will find any room.
Yeah, if he's got his front wheel under it, that'll do. It just sort of tears up the corner of the paper before ripping the complete strip off it. Out of Coppice corner now, we've got a few back markers for these guys to get by. That might be a chance for Reynolds to outsmart Hodgson if he can. No chance about that. It's all worked out okay. Here is Walker into the S's. Then it's Hodgson on 4. 3 is Reynolds.
Reynolds had a bit of tight drive through the first part of the corner, so he should have got better drive down the Melbourne hairpin into the Melbourne.
Oh, but he's making him go round the long way. Hodgson's making Reynolds go the long way round. Hodgson held a nice tight line there, but Reynolds looks for the outside. Round the outside, loads of corner speed. Now it's going to be about drive up the hill. Who's going to get the best drive? Hodgson at the moment, but into the braking area. Reynolds has got it. Reynolds over the line. Absolutely superb stuff. John Reynolds really is very, very determined. He may be the older of the two. As Chris Walker takes the flag, it is John Reynolds with a perfectly timed manoeuvre into second place. And from the body language, not this man's, because he's happy, but Neil Hodgson looks absolutely beside himself at having that pinched 2 bends from the end. So, Chris Walker, while he wheelies his way around in front of the fans, he's probably the most popular man trackside here at Donington Park. He's just up the road from his, obviously, hometown at Nottingham. Reynolds, he too is a Nottingham boy. This was the braking manoeuvre, up the inside, over the chalk dust that was there for the oil that had been dropped earlier on. Reynolds squeezed at Goddard's, the last corner on the track, to take the second place from Hodgson. Well, that's a fine first race win for Chris Walker in this year's championship. He will go home a very happy man tonight. That is, of course, after the team have celebrated. Walker then confirmed the winner on the National Tyre Suzuki, with John Reynolds forced out into second place, Hodgson third, Steve Hislop, the pole man, down in fourth. Neil Mackenzie there in fifth place, Steve Plater sixth, James Tozen seventh, and Shane Byrne in a good eighth place. And the championship now looks like this. Reynolds still has a great lead over Hodgson now, from Walker, Hayden, Hislop, Mackenzie, Toseland and Steve Plater on the Kawasaki. Keep your eyes on today's top 5. That's where the winner of this year's championship seems to be coming from.
Huge congratulations. The points you needed, and the smile on your face is there to prove it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was desperate to have something to cheer me up for the afternoon, and the boys worked really hard in between the races, swapping the engines and stuff, so thanks to them. And I know the Suzuki worked brilliantly and chose the right tyres this time.
John, congratulations. You keep adding to these points, don't you?
Well, you know, it's I've said all along, you know, we're not winning all the races, but if you keep scoring strongly in every race, it's the way to go.
Neil, well done, but the look on your face says that you're not that happy.
No, I mean, that's racing, you know. I pushed as hard as I could all through the race, and I knew Johnny's fantastic around that loop, and I just tried to block him the best I could, and I went as tight as I thought would be enough, but he still weaseled up the inside. So, you know, all credit to him. He rode a fantastic race, and just gonna have to sort my tactics out. I'm gonna have to be even wider, I think, on the last few corners.
What, even more aggressive?
Well, yeah, try to be a little bit more aggressive, but you know, I just got it a little bit wrong on that last corner. So frustrating when that happens, because as soon as he had the inside line, he'd passed me, and there was nothing I could do, and I was screaming in my helmet. But next time.
4 races down, 20 to go. This is shaping up to be a classic British Superbike year. There's only one more duty for Chris. Soak the presentation girls. Oh, and the fans. Next Wednesday, with more from Donington Park. If you want to find out about the best of the rest, Full Throttle is at 8 p.m. And with more British Superbike action on Wednesday the 26th of April, this time from Thruxton in Hampshire. You'd have to be mad to miss it. Great racing then still to come on Sky Sports, but right now, as the sun goes down on a great day at Donington Park, what's the best bits for you, Claire?
Well, it was some fantastic racing here today. One of the highlights for me was Chris Vermeulen. What a fantastic new talent he's going to be this season.
She's always after new talent. He's only 17.
He's too young for me then. We'll see you at Thruxton.
Look forward to your company.